which will
concept of vascular aging is growing.
now coming to the second talk in this session. So I will now request Dr. Anil Kulshesh to come up and deliver his talk on elastography and fibrosis scan in an NFLD NASH in metabolic patients. चलेगा वो स्लाइड ही लगा दे कोई बात नहीं. So Dr. Anil Kulshesh है. Dr. Anil Kulshesh is our senior and mentor, and he is with the Central API Committee. He is also associated as a faculty in Medical College in Ahmedabad. He was the president of Association of Physicians of India Gujarat chapter, and still continues to be a patron in the same organization. And he also is patron in our own organization, that is Indian Diabetes and Cardiovascular Disease Association, and he is a prolific speaker and has delivered many talks on national platforms. So I request him to proceed with his talk.
So I have been asked to talk on non-invasive liver test. As you all know that NAFLD is no more NAFLD, now it is MAFLD. And still as of today, the gold test, the diagnostic test remain, which is of gold standard, is liver biopsy. But liver biopsy is, unfortunately, it is an invasive process and it is painful, and sometimes we could not get the proper sample. So I will talk about a little bit about the history of FibroScan. So what happened in 1990 in Europe, especially in France, people got interested, let us use ultrasonography and see whether it can help us in finding some non-invasive way to assess the stiffness of liver. So they started there. From there, then after some time, say around 2000 to 2010, they were able to develop some method like that. And then in 2003, it was started in a hospital in France. And during this, it was taken over by, in a big way, by Europe and Asia. And ultimately in 2013, it was approved by FDA. And then the study, basically FibroScan is not a test actually. It is just like we call Dalda or Surf. So it is a FibroScan is a brand name of EcoSense of France. But nowadays every ultrasonography machine can do it. So steatosis, there are two things. One is steatosis and other is fibrosis. What is steatosis? This is accumulation of fat, triglyceride, inside liver cell, that is hepatocytes. Causes are commonly due to obesity, diabetes, alcohol, high cholesterol, certain drugs, or metabolic dysfunction associated steatotic liver disease. Previously, which was called as NAFLD. Reversibility, yes, if it is possible. If lifestyle changes are made, weight loss, exercise, diet, stopping alcohol, and it is measured by FibroScan CAP, that is controlled attenuation parameter. So S0 is 232 dB by m meters, no steatosis. S1 is 238 by 260, it is mild. S2 is 260 by 290, it is moderate. And S3 is 290, that is severe. Now coming to fibrosis, formation of scar tissue in the liver due to chronic injury, alcohol, hepatitis, MASLD, and toxin. Mechanism is the liver tries to repair damage, but repeated injury leads to collagen deposition and scarring. Reversibility, yes, it is possible, but it is only partly reversible. Advanced fibrosis and cirrhosis, that is F3 and F4, are harder to reverse. Measured by fibroscan stiffness, that is in kPa, that is F0 is less than 6 kPa, no fibrosis. F1 is 6 to 7, that is mild. F2 is 7 to 9, that is significant. F3 is 9 to 12, that is advanced. And F4 is 12 to 14, that is cirrhosis. Think of fibrosis as a scar tissue in the liver, more serious than steatosis. Now, steatosis and fibrosis, basically what is steatosis? It is fat inside liver cell. Fibrosis is scar tissue replacing normal liver. Cause again obesity, diabetes, alcohol, metabolic factors, while in fibrosis, chronic injury, alcohol, viral hepatitis, MSLD and toxins. Severity, early it is reversible in steatosis. Fibrosis is a progressive, may lead to cirrhosis. Fibroscan marker are CAP, and in this it is stiffness. Reversibility, yes, with lifestyle changes. Partially reversible if early, permanent if advanced. So this is the vibration controlled transient elastography. This is the principle of ultrasonography that is used in fibroscan. It is a dedicated system used to evaluate advanced fibrosis, and it is based on the vibration controlled transient elastography technology. Liver stiffness measurement, that is in kPa, non-invasive quantification of liver fibrosis, while control attenuation parameter, that is in decibel per meter, non-invasive quantification of liver stenosis. The techniques measure stiffness in a cylindrical volume approximately 1 centimeter in diameter and 4 centimeter in length, amounting to about 1 by 500 of the entire liver volume, 100 times larger than the volume sampled by a typical liver biopsy. Transient elastography, a technique that uses a vibration, pulse and ultrasound wave to measure liver stiffness. Principle is the mechanical vibration generated shear wave through the liver, and ultrasound measures how fast the wave travels. Faster wave is means it is more stiffer liver. Output is stiffness is kilopascals, and often CAP is called dV/m for fat. It detects fibrosis and steatosis in a non-invasive way. Fibroscan is a specific device brand by Ecoscience France that performs transient elastography. It is the most widely used machine for transient elastography in liver disease. It provides liver stiffness measurement kPa in fibrosis and control attenuation parameter for steatosis. So this score we have already discussed, that is less than 7, it is F0, 7.1 to 10, it is F1, 10.1 to 13, moderate fibrosis, 13.1 to 16 is severe fibrosis, and more than 16.1 is F4, that is cirrhosis. And the CAP score is again non-obese less than 237, in obese less than 285, and it is grade E is S0, 238 to 260 in non-obese, and 285 to 340 in obese is S1, 261 to 292 in non-obese, 340 to 355 in obese is S2, more than 293 in non-obese and more than 355 in obese is S3. So, fibroscan operating principle is, I told you already, vibration controlled transient elastography. It measures stiffness. It is also known as VCTE. So, mechanically induce the shear wave, measure shear wave speed, calculate stiffness. Shear wave speed correlates to low speed means low stiffness, high speed means high stiffness. This is how it is measured, and this is ultrasound echo and ultrasound pulse is recorded. This is propagation map, mathematical reconstruction of shear wave propagation. So here it is 25 millimeter, 65 meter, that is 40 millimeter, and it is time is the denominator in this. Measure shear wave speed and calculate equivalent stiffness. The formula is E is equal to 3p Vs2, where elasticity, stiffness, liver tissue, P is the liver tissue density, and velocity of shear wave is V. CAP liver assessment, ultrasound attenuation rate, unit is dB, decibel per meter. This is the how it is measured. Ultrasound attenuation rate, signal intensity, Depth below the skin depends on, as you go deeper, it decreases. This is low attenuation rate and this is high attenuation rate. Low attenuation rate means low steatosis, high attenuation rate means high steatosis. So this is a CA cap score. This again we have already discussed about it. This is a typical report in which you can see this, it is 232 and it is 6.1 and median liver stiffness is 6.1, QR is 0.3 kPa, IQR median ratio is 5%, very reliable, less than 30% acceptable valid, measurements are 11, meets quality criteria, that is more than 10 required. Shear wave speed is 1.42 meter per square CAP, 232 decibel per meter. So interpretation will be fibrosis is there, normal liver because it is in the range of 2.5 to 5.5, borderline zone is 5.5 to 7, and significant fibrosis if it is more than 7.8, 7 to 8, cirrhosis when it is 12 to 14. Our result is 6.1 kPa, slightly above normal but below the threshold for significant fibrosis, consistent with F0 to F1, no to mild fibrosis. Same for steatosis. Our result is 232 decibel per meter, just below the cutoff for steatosis, indicates normal liver fat, so very minimal fat. So as you know, the MFLD has three components: steatosis, inflammation, fibrosis. USG grade 1, 2, 3 fatty liver, FibroScan cap is more than 240 to 8, more than 268 and more than 280. And same way PDF is 6.5%, 17.4% and 22.1%. Inflammation marker will be liver enzyme like ALT, AST. Inflammatory marker will be CRP, ferritin, TNF, alpha. For fibrosis, we do FibroScan, LSM more than 8.2 and more than 13 kPa. MR elastography is another method by which we can do it, but it is not frequently available. And shear wave elastography is another method. Blood based is FIV4, APRI and ELF. Liver scoring biomarker, again AST to platelet ratio, that is APRI. FIV4, there are 4 parameters: age, AST, ALT and platelets. Enhanced liver fibrosis scores are TIMP1 and PIINP and HA. Fibrotest is alpha-2 macroglobulin, hepatoglobulin, apolipoprotein, A1 bilirubin and CGT. So FibroScan in nutshell, FibroScan is a quick, painless and non-invasive modality to measure elasticity of the liver tissue for liver scarring, which is referred to as fibrosis. Owing to its simplicity, it is an ideal tool to assess liver damage, which can be performed at the time of consultation and the results are available instantaneously. Moreover, because it is non-invasive assessment, it can be performed repeatedly to evaluate change in a patient liver over time, be that change in liver scarring or liver fat. FibroScan technology ensures accurate assessment of liver fibrosis resulting from various pathologies that cause damage to liver, including excess alcohol consumption, viral hepatitis, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and iron overload. So this is again 5-intensive VCT play a major role for advanced fibrosis and screening in MASLD. So if this FIV4 score is less than 1.3, reassess every 1 to 3 years. If it is between 1.3 to 2.67, intensify management of comorbidity, reassess at 1 year, see if it is still less than 1.3, then reassess 1 to 3 years. If it is more than 1.3, then it will go to alternative test, that is, if then again VCT will do. If it is less than 8.0, again it will go to intensify management of comorbidity. If it is more than that, then refer to specialist. FIV4 index can exclude presence of advanced fibrosis, easy and cost effective, only needs 4 parameters, can rule out presence of fibrosis, higher sensitivity and specificity recommended by all. The confounders of VCTI, there are inflammation, non-fasting, cholestasis, obesity, alcohol, congestion and inexperience. So ALT flares, viral hepatitis, AIH inflates LSM transiently, infection common in India, dengue, malaria, sepsis, reschedule post-recovery, that is more than 6 to 12 weeks, check labs same day when possible. India-specific trials pathway, primary care, FIV4, plus minus safe, district hospital, VCT, LSM and CAP. If LSM is more than 8 to 10 or CAP more than 280, in type 2 diabetes mellitus, hepatology referral, otherwise lifestyle advice, repeat after every 1 to 2 years. So these are the recommended intervals for follow-up. So concluding point is, transient elastography provides reproducible qualification of liver stiffness correlating well with the histological fibrosis, staging in MSLD, viral hepatitis and other chronic liver diseases. Control attenuation parameter allows simultaneous grading of hepatic stenosis, adding value beyond fibrosis assessment. LSM threshold vary by etiology, viral hepatitis, cholestatic disease, VML, ALT level. Interpretation should be integrated with clinical and biochemical contexts. Transient elastography is most useful to rule out advanced fibrosis, stratify long-term prognosis, guide surveillance, and monitor response to lifestyle of pharmacotherapy and MSLD and other. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Mishra and Dr. Pallavi Mishra and Panacea team to give me this opportunity. Thank you. If there are any questions, I will be happy to take.
So without wasting much time,